in high definition, 1 hour earlier. This is Fox Wilmington News at 10.
Cheaters beware. What you do in life could have an even longer life online.
Well, luckily, I don't have any experience with this, but there is no bigger blow to your heart or your marriage than a spouse who cheats. But get this, nearly half of people in a recent survey actually admitted to being unfaithful at some point in their lives. So we want to know if you've ever felt that temptation.
Beware, though. Raycom News Network reporter Matthew Norden shows us tonight there's a new website trying to make cheaters pay up.
The site is called Cheaterville.com, and this former Marine launched it this year on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you know, it's not always lollipops, rainbows, and candies for everyone on Valentine's Day. Some people are reminded of someone that cheated on them, so we thought it was an appropriate day to launch.
Lots of others must have thought so too. McGivney says he already has 250,000 people who've registered on the site for free. People like April W., who wants to warn us about her ex-boyfriend Chuck.
At first he seemed perfect, but it was all just an illusion. We moved in together, and shortly after, he quits his job, and I ended up supporting him for the following 4 months. Then one day, he leaves his Facebook open, and there it is, like 20 women believing they are in a relationship with him.
Pamela Sanabria knows all about the temptations of Facebook. She's a Grand Strand therapist who treats couples torn apart by cheating.
When you talk to these couples, why do they cheat?
Well, again, the research says we cheat because we don't have our needs met. However, that is not an excuse.
She doesn't put all the blame on Facebook either, saying if people want to cheat, they'll cheat. But she does recognize the social network can make things more complicated, something you should talk about with your significant other.
I think once you kind of create this culture in your relationship of open communication and deciding upon that ahead of time, you have a little bit less to fear when someone's on Facebook.
On Cheaterville.com, someone named Remp wants us to know that Amber in Texas doesn't need Facebook to cheat, claiming she finds men everywhere.
She cheated on her husband Jason before they got divorced, with a guy she worked with at Tractor Supply named Brian. Then she started sleeping with a married man named Ramon and had an affair with him for over a year. He wouldn't leave his wife, so then she had another affair with another married man.
But how do we know Amber is really a serial cheater? Cheaterville.com doesn't check.
We're not judge or jury. It's not up to us to decide whether it's real or not, or if the posting is true or not, if the picture is actually the person who they say it is.
If you post something that's not true, McGivney and Conway attorney Johnny Gardner warn you can be sued for defamation. As for cheaters, if all that running around lands you in divorce court, you better watch out what you post on Facebook. Lawyers certainly are.
In the old days, you hire an investigator and he would go follow somebody around. Now you can go on Facebook and say, well, this is Mrs. X communicating with her lover for the whole world to see.
Chances are Cheaterville.com will never run out of villains. In fact, it started because McGivney's Marine Corps buddy found out his wife had been cheating on him while they were deployed.
It's tough when you go overseas, and it goes both ways, but you know, when you come back and you find out your significant other is cheating the entire time when you're out fighting for your country and doing the right thing, you know, it's definitely a morale kicker.
And could make the cheater public enemy #1.
The therapist Matt spoke with worries that posting something on Cheaterville.com isn't very healthy, though. After a breakup, it keeps you from moving on. You're still focused on what happened to you before.
Oh, yeah, you can't look forward if you're looking at the past. But if you do label someone a cheater for life, you know, they could change. But that's kind of sharp words.
Vicious.
Vicious, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sad. It's heartbreaking, really.
But some people want that, you know, they want that get even.
I know other ways you can get even.
Yeah. Well, better bring the plants inside.